Well, not much has changed for women in the workplace despite the rise of the Me Too movement.
I reached a point where I knew that no matter who I told or what I tried to do about it, nobody would care or believe me.
26 years after Anita Hill ignited a national conversation on sexual harassment.
I took that to mean we ought to have sex.
The man she accused, Clarence Thomas,
This is a circus.
is now the second longest serving justice on the U.S. Supreme Court.
Like, he doesn't understand that that you can't just do those things and like it's not that
A woman is a woman, but she's a person. She's a person just like you.
Women have been welcomed into the workplace since the end of World War II. This was definitely a big step towards equality for women. However, due to toxic masculinity, many women are overwhelmed with fear on a daily basis because they are being taken advantage of. What is toxic masculinity?
Toxic masculinity is basically an extremely exaggerated form of the male gender role. These are traits such as being extremely violent.
I never knew my chick thought this way. She goes, talking about the UFC guys, how a lot of them they did that whole documentary about the domestic abuse problems running through, and my girlfriend goes, "Oh, I would never want to date a guy like that. Like, if he could just like lose control, like he could just beat the shit out of you." And it's like, I could beat the shit out of you if I lost control. Like, do you think that I can't do that? Like,
you get angry.
why would you say that to me in front of a friend? Like, of course I could beat the shit out of you. I just
Sexually aggressive
When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Whatever you want. Grab them by the...
and unable to show emotion.
You know what they say about men with small hands?
You gotta see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Men who don't have these traits are usually told they're not real men. In the workplace, this contributes to sexual assault by pushing men to believe that relationships in the workplace have to be competitive.
Now, something's important for women to understand. When it comes to this area, we're no longer driven so much by our brains or by our hearts, but it's by a chemical. It's called testosterone. And it runs through our blood.
Someone has to come out on top, and it's going to be them.
We interviewed lawyer David Hagestad to gain the legal perspective on the subject matter.
My name is David Hagestad. I am a lawyer at Guest and Gray Law Firm. I handle all sorts of civil litigation, personal injury, employment matters, stuff like that. It's almost always women between the ages of 22 to 30, 35. The type of work that they do, it's usually some sort of secretarial role or just standard workplace, human resources type stuff, where they have a direct supervisor that they speak to. And that's how it all comes about. It just basically, especially sexual misconduct, those sort of things like untoward advances usually involve people who work together closely for a prolonged period of time.